Hello and a very warm welcome to Crafters TV. Welcome to Masterclass, the second of our 2 masterclasses today. We are providing you at home with so much inspiration, so much education, so you can get the most from all of your crafty purchases. Now we've got almost like a 2-for-1 as part of this fantastic masterclass this afternoon. We're getting the best of both worlds. We're going to split the 2-hour show into 2 halves. First up, we're going to be focusing on that absolutely gorgeous garden collection, and then the second half we're going to switch gears a little bit and go on to one of my favourites, our fabulous decorative nesting dies. So lots and lots of inspiration, lots of fantastic deals and products coming up throughout the course of this 2-hour extravaganza, we shall call it. But of course, it's not just me here all on my own for the course of this fantastic masterclass. She was being here this morning. I say this morning, it was technically this afternoon, but she was here for the earlier show, getting covered in those beautiful gilding flakes. I think she's probably still covered, let's be honest, but she's here, she's back, she's ready and raring to go with lots more inspiration. It is, of course, our lovely Debbie Robinson. Good afternoon, Debbie.
Good afternoon. I'm all nice, watered and fed now, so I'm ready and willing and can't wait to get into this masterclass. And what I'm loving about this masterclass is that we have got 2 different things on there and 2 of my favourites. I love this collection, the garden mini collection, if what we want to call it. It's just absolutely perfect for any green-fingered lover out there, and I know there's plenty of you, I'm not one of them, but I don't mean I don't appreciate it. And I would love to be one of those green-fingered, natured people. But you know what I get to do? I get to play with it in craft, so it's okay. Let me just share with you a few samples of the most beautiful things that you could be making with this fantastic collection. Lots and lots of different styles. I'm just going to show you a few from our design team. In fact, actually, is that... oh, yeah, look at that. I'm loving that. That's what I want, a little... I've actually got all these things, you know. Then for me rose cutters, and that to dig up all my little plants and my weeds. Just not done it for a while, Lily. But again, the tree's beautiful, the trellises to put all your lovely plants on there. I mean, look how gorgeous that is.
Wow.
Any of your styles of cards, you're going to be able to incorporate this fabulous collection in. Love this one Julia did, because I love the full tree feel to that one. But then, of course, again, if you want, you can keep it as it is. I like that because it almost looks like a layered technique, like you're looking through a window. That's what I like about that one.
Yeah,
and then again, you can be using all those elements that are in this lovely, fabulous collection to create the most amazing makes for anybody who loves that little bit of pottering around your gardens and all your things. I know you see what I've been doing there. I did a few of those, but I kind of went whoosh, everyone already ahead. But however, I absolutely love this collection. Can't wait to get started. I've got a couple of demos lined up in this first hour, and then in the second hour, can't wait to get started with the decorative nesting dies as well.
Absolutely fabulous. We have got so much inspiration coming to you guys at home throughout the course of this 2-hour show. But if you're wanting to go for this fabulous garden collection, perhaps you've never gone through it before, or perhaps you've thought, do you know what, I'll wait. Waiting for payday. Payday's been and gone, and it's time to go for your fantastic garden collection. We kind of call it a mini collection, but there's nothing mini about this. You're getting absolutely tons of gorgeous crafty goodies as part of this collection. And very much like our Sarah signature collections, nature garden collections that we've brought you over the years, you're getting lots and lots of different crafty goodies. So we've got embossing folders, we've got dies, we've got stamps, we've got papers. You have got so much to get playing with once you get this collection home. £56 or $71.20 is your Platinum Club price. And let's start off with one of my favourite elements of this collection. It's that fabulous 2D 5 inches by 7 inches brick wall embossing folder. How useful is this going to be? Of course, with the items within the collection, but with lots of other items you've already got in your crafty stash. Maybe bring in some of your faux snow and glitter, and that could be Christmassy. That's going to take your crafting the whole year through, which I absolutely love. Next up, a lot of these sort of themes and ideas behind this collection is all about building your scene. So as part of the dies within this range, we're going to bring to elements which will give you your background. So I'm thinking your embossing folder is going to be great for your background. We're bringing in elements which will label you to create your mid-ground, and we've also got all those embellishments for your foreground as well. So here you've got your pretty picket fence, get your teeth in for that one, Lily, which brings you 3 separate dies, and these are all really clever because it allows you to build up that perspective. You've got your tree to go in the background, you've got your grass which could be at the very front, just in front of that lovely picket fence. And the clever thing about the top and the bottom die that we've got here is they've got no cutting edge on the left and the right hand side, so that means you can extend those dies and build up a longer strip if you so choose. Next up, we have got our garden tree, and this is truly a die set that's going to take your crafting all through the seasons with your fantastic makes. It could be an autumnal tree, it could be summer, spring, it could be winter. Lots of different options with that. I love the fact that you've got all of the blossom or leaves or flowers or whatever those little elements might be that you can adorn the tree with, or leave them off and have it as a bare tree. That choice is yours. But 3 of my favourite dies in the whole collection are these 3 butterflies. They are so useful when you want that little finishing touch onto any of your projects. They are going to be the ones to go for, that is for certain. Next up, we have our planting stations, and when we come on to some of the plant dies in just a moment, you'll see how perfectly those mix and match with these. Great in your craft card, your textured cards, start to build those up, and you can adorn all your different plants, all your different florals onto there. Talking of plants, we have got a whopping set here with lots and lots of different plants and all your different sizes of pots, so you can start to build up all those fabulous little arrangements. Then perhaps you're thinking more about the gardeners in your lives. Perhaps you've got your granddad, maybe it's your dad, maybe you're thinking about your Father's Day cards, and they love a little bit of gardening. Then this set is going to be ideal. All of your different gardening tools, even those fabulous welly boots, you've got all of your garden spades, your trowels, all of those elements in die form included as part of that fabulous die set. You've also got that super cute little watering can. not just the watering can with that debossing element, but you've also got all the florals as well, which you can use independently or to adorn that watering can. That choice is entirely yours. For me, the piece de resistance of this collection has to be the sentiments. These are just so much fun. You've got things like I dig you, you've got things like plants make me happy, bloom where you planted. You've got all of those different sentiments, all separate stamps, all lovely quality clear stamps. So you can see exactly where you're stamping. And I love the fact you've got a mix of fonts on there as well. Those are just absolutely fabulous. They're going to finish off all of your makes absolutely perfectly. And then finally, of course, we have to bring to you one of our most loved paper pads. We absolutely love the paper pads that we bring here at Crafter's Companion, and this certainly is no different. You've got single-sided 6x6 inch paper pad here, 36 sheets, all uncoated, which allows you to add further finishes. I mean, we had our fabulous craft club this morning all about gilding flakes. There's nothing from stopping you adding your gilding flakes onto these as well. Add your inks, rip and tear them, maybe even emboss them, fussy cut into some of those designs and use them as separate embellishments. Lots of different options. You get multiples of each design. Beautiful different prints in there. That brick wall is going to be super useful. You've got the florals, that could be a new baby card. So of course they're going to match perfectly with this collection, but think outside this collection as well, and you'll get lots of use from that fabulous 6x6 inch paper pad. All 9 elements there that I've just shown you for £56 or $71.20 if you are part of our Platinum Club. Now before we get over to Debbie for her first demonstration, I'm going to say a few hellos to everyone that's watching us this afternoon. We've got the lovely Jan on our socials. We've still got Johnny and Jamie in our ear, both saying hello. Pat saying hello. Lily, Debbie, Jan, super CTV staff, and all my crafting friends from New Jersey. And Marley saying hello again, crafty friends and family. Linda's in saying she has this collection, she loves it. Dawn is saying hi everyone. Angie Crafty saying hi Lily and Debbie, great to see you both. Viewing from an overcast but warm Chesterfield, just down the road from where I used to live. And Lois is saying hello everyone from Ohio. Lovely to have all of you joining us, but of course we do want to see what we can do when you get this fantastic collection home. So Debbie, it's over to you.
Oh, I'm sorry, I was a bit crafting there. I was just crafting away, just getting ready. Nah, I've got to stop. I absolutely love it. I'm going to use a few of the elements for the first demo, and I've gone with the gardening tools, and I look at the amount there that you've got. I've got a lot of these tools, like I said. I used to do a lot of gardening.
Did you?
Yeah, when the kids were younger, I had like plants all the way around, rose bushes. Then I planted some conifer trees.
Oh,
what a mistake to make. Is all I'm going to say, because they have overtaken the garden.
They do.
But I'm going to use the house plants and pots, and I'm also going to use the watering can and florals as well. And I've chosen some cardstock. And of course, patterned papers are going to be absolutely beautiful for your backdrop, but we'll come back to that in a second. So I've just chosen some kind of colouring, the colour themes to what you would find in your garden. So I've got some craft card, I've got this lovely like metallic green, and then this plain green as well. And what I'm going to do is just die cut a few elements. Well, one of my favourites is the welly bob.
Oh,
love a welly bob.
Cute.
I'm going to actually do a few other little pieces as well. So I've got, let's go with a plant pot or two, because there's a couple in there. So we're going to have a couple of those. You've got some of the foliage parts as well. So we're going to pop some of those pieces down. Let's go in. You've even got some cheese plant leaves.
Oh,
and you all know how much I love a cheese plant leaf. I talk about it loads. So let's just pop a few of those pieces down as well. I think I'll stop there. Watering can, let's come in with the watering can. I'm going to have you in green as well. And then you've got as well, now, where are they? There they are, the fork. What was that? It is the bottom of the Wellingtons.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
Oh my goodness, I've never noticed that, Debbie.
Jamie's going, Debbie.
Oh,
Is that
good
the bottom? Yes,
spot.
do you know where you want to like, do you know you think about gardening wellies? You
Yeah.
think about the soles.
Yeah.
And normally they've got quite a good tread on them,
Yeah,
haven't
they
Because
do.
when you're going and potting around in grass and soil and things like that, you want something with a good tread, a good sole. So yes, Jamie, you're right. It is, absolutely. I've just cut the welly out as it is. I haven't added that on, but it is absolutely the trim for the welly. And you've even got the top trim as well on there as well. So that's your top trim. I can tell Jamie, he's been with us a long time now, don't you? Because He's seeing things.
He is.
Always seeing things.
I have to say, the amount of times I've used this collection and I've never noticed that. So, Jamie, you're clearly a better crafter than I am.
I'm going to add a few extra little pieces as well. We'll come in with a spit. I love a little trowel. It's a little trowel on there. So there's lots of pieces that you can be using in terms. Now, all of these, and I don't know if you've noticed, Lily, but all of them will fit through your Gemini Mini.
Of course.
Every single one. So if you want to do lots of multiple cuts and lots of pieces, then these are going to fit on there. Now, because of course I am going to try and cram everything on.
Of course.
Let's see if we can get all of it on there. We'll do our very best. And I'm just going to trim that down just a little bit because I don't need too much of that. Wrong side of your... There you go, that's better, Debbie. Get it the right side.
If you're wanting to go for any of the elements individually, of course, any of the die sets, any of the stamps, anything from this collection you can pick up on its own. But we have popped the details on the bottom of your screen for that 6x6 paper pad. I was saying to Debbie before the show, I'm on my third already, yeah. I do quite like that paper pad. Really affordable with that one.
Tell them how many you've got, Lily.
3. 3 at the moment.
And that's for now.
That is for now. So if you want to go for that one, just £4.99 or $6.95, and that's not even with your Platinum Club discount. So if you are part of the Platinum Club, take another 20% off that. But when you start crafting with that, you'll probably understand why I've got 3, because it is gorgeous. That brickwork one, it's worth it. The pad itself is worth it just for that fabulous design. I love it.
Absolutely. They're gorgeous, aren't they? They're beautiful papers, those. Right, I've just popped some low-tack tape just down onto there for a second. While I run these through my Gemini, I think I've got that just... Tell you what, I'll not risk it. I'll trim it down because I think if it's on and it won't be on and then it won't die cut and then I'll be cross with myself. So let me just trim my cardstock down a little bit. That's better, I feel better now. And pop that on and run that through your die cutting machines, whether you're going with your Mini, your MIDI, your electronic die cutting machines. They'll go through all of them. And of course, if you are going to be creating, like I would use my bigger plates and get loads cut out in one fell swoop. Because the Mini, of course, they'll go through the Mini, but depending on how many you want of the pieces out, could be it could be time consuming. So if you've got your bigger plates, get them on there and get them all cut out at the same time. I'm going to roll my sleeves up. I've got like my bat wing sleeves on today.
Oh yeah, they're not good for crafting.
No,
Looks lovely,
I know.
but...
So I'm just going to roll them up a little bit and get them out of the way. So I've got a couple of plant pots. They're all cut out. I've added some pieces here. So let's just get those out. So got a little spade going off.
Oh, they're so cute, aren't they? All the little die cuts.
Yeah, it reminds me of my granddad, this does. Reminds me of granddad. In his garden, always pottering around in garden. But yeah, it's just a lovely set, and it's nice. It's something a little bit different from what we normally bring.
Definitely.
It's not your flowers. It's not your butterflies. It's something that bit different, and I know it's been hugely popular already. So it's lovely to come and have a masterclass with it as well. Oh, what was that, Johnny?
We've not got tons of that. We've not got a lot of the complete collection left. So if you want to get everything, and of course, let's be honest, we do want the full collection always. It gives you lots more crafting opportunities, lots more versatility by having the complete collection. If you want to get absolutely everything, then there's not tons of this stock left. So do jump onto the website, get those baskets checked out. £56 or $71.20 is that Platinum Club price for an absolutely gorgeous collection. And don't forget, most of the items in this collection, the only thing that's not is the paper pad, but everything else are your tools, those core items. So as long as you look after them, they will last you a very long time. So you're going to have lots of crafting pleasure from this fabulous collection.
I can't believe that. I knew it was a popular collection. I didn't know it was that. If that's all we've got left.
I know. It's flying out.
Yeah, definitely. When did we launch this?
I want to say about a month ago, roughly. I'm going to say end of April. Might be wrong, but I know I launched it on Hobby Maker on about the 26th of April.
Oh, yes.
It's got to be around about then, yeah.
Yeah.
24th of April we launched it, yeah.
You weren't far wrong there, Mrs.
Yeah, close enough, close enough. Jamie Norrie says it's almost like I work on the calendars. Yeah, I might be the one that puts the schedule together. Who knows? So you would hope that I can remember these things, but... sometimes there's only certain dates that I just remember. And it's usually when something,
something sticks out in your mind of the
Yeah,
day.
yeah.
I'm going to just do a little bit of a little extra technique there because it's got a lovely love heart because it's a really nice emboss feature. So you can run it through your die cutting machine. In fact, let me grab I think I'll go with pine. Let's go because it's quite dark, isn't it, that one? But yeah, you could run it through your die cutting machine to get the extra raised embossed detail. But I'm going to come in and add just a little bit of ink through there and cheat a little bit. Just a little cheat. And that, oh God, I don't know who's had that one.
Oh, blimey,
my
May, what
life,
have they
it's
been
all
doing with
over
that?
fingers. I was
Good
so
grief.
clean, I don't know what's happened there.
Oh dear, it's like
Silly
gilding
me.
flakes all over again. If it's not gilding flakes, it's ink.
And then just push that through and it just gives it that little
Ooh,
touch
yeah.
without having to do. So it's just adding that little extra detail onto there.
Does make a
Right.
difference, doesn't it?
It does, yeah, definitely. So I'm going to move all my dies out of the way because it's all my die cut pieces. I've already got some at the side of me as well. But we're going to come in and I've got myself, in fact, can I just clean my fingers a minute, Lily? Because
Yeah.
this ink is very inky and I feel like I'm going to transfer it onto my white cardstock and I shan't be happy with myself if I do.
Not what you want, is it?
No, definitely not. So let me get rid of all that ink. There, I feel better now. So I've got myself some matte cardstock. I've chosen a couple of pieces out of the pads, the 6x6 pad. Love that floral one. And in keeping with the kind of colours that I've chosen, like in terms of the craft, in terms of the dark green and that metallic green as well. And then I've just taken a little snippet because that's going to sit in the centre of my card. So I've brought my card base in. It's 6x6, if I remember rightly. No, it's not, Debbie. It's 6.5 by 6.5.
Lovely.
Oh, for a minute then. And I'm just going to do my mats and layers and just pop all those pieces down.
Oh,
Well,
we got that
Debbie,
lid off. Oh,
I've done it
not again.
It's because I had my dinner, didn't I?
That's twice now today. We'll keep a
Shall we
count.
make it a third later? Because knowing me,
dear.
because I do like to, I always say this when I'm doing my glues, I like to make sure I screw that top back on so that the glue doesn't dry because I'm notorious for leaving it and then it drying up.
I have to say, whenever I get into the studio and I find a glue without a lid on, I usually do have a few crosswords. Who's done this? See, I am very good at putting the lid on, but then the issue is I have the same issue as you, Debbie. Then when I go to use it again, I've forgotten the fact that I've put the lid on and I'm squeezing. There's no glue in here. What's happening here? Oh, the lid's still on.
Do you get the tape pen where the tape pens run out? Because Johnny knows it follows me around every single time I come to go and get a tape pen off that side. They've run out.
They do. They have a habit of doing that whenever you're live, don't
I'm glad
they?
it's not just me then. I'm glad it's not just me.
Certainly isn't.
Now this strip measures at 3 inches by the width of the card, so 6.5. In fact, it's just under because I did it to the mat and layer. And the same with this, just take a 1/4 of an inch off again and then just to the size. It depends on if you want a full panel or a framed panel. And I went with the full panel, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like so. So the strips are just at the top and the bottom. Now, if I just seal that down, I'm actually going to lift that off. So I've got my foam pads again.
Lovely.
A couple of foam pads just to give it a lift.
That's going to be perfect if you've got little scraps like that get left at the side of your guillotine. I don't know about you, Debbie. I always find I have all those little scraps left at the side of my trimmer and I want to use them and you just think sometimes they don't always work best for bigger cards, but when you've got a little strip like that, it allows you to actually use up those smaller pieces.
Yeah,
it just
absolutely.
means paper card goes a little bit further, which I always love.
I sometimes as well take the strip out. If I'm putting a strip over, I take a strip out.
Yeah. So it's a good tip.
I like to be frugal with my card.
Definitely. When it's as pretty as that, you don't want anything to go to waste, do
No,
you?
exactly. Make sure that's straight there because that for a second didn't look straight. Let's see if that is. There we go, that's better.
Gorgeous. Those
Now-
papers are beautiful.
I have used something else. Now, I wanted to put Grandad because my granddad was the keen gardener, but obviously my granddad's no longer with me. So, and I know my dad does like pottering around the garden, but using things that you've already got in your collection.
Oh yeah, perfect.
And we've got, this is the floral alphabet. Now, are we allowed to say what's on tomorrow?
We can. Do you know what? Let's say it. I'm
So
excited
tomorrow
about
we've got
this.
an alphabet,
Yes.
and it is the, get it right, left fold alphabet
Yeah.
masterclass.
Yeah.
And so we're really excited about that. But you're doing that tomorrow, aren't you, Lily?
Yes, I'm very excited. Demos are all prepped already. We're going to incorporate actually the kitchen collection into one of those.
Oh.
And of course, we're going to be doing a shaker because whenever I do the left fold alphabets, I have to do a shaker. They are absolutely fabulous, but they are back in stock tomorrow. It's not just the alphabet, it's the numbers and those 2 fabulous sets of stamps which go alongside as well.
Yeah,
so make sure you tune in. 12
collection.
tomorrow. Me and Debbie are excited about it already. So of course, you could be recreating this card with those dies that you might be picking up tomorrow.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. So let's come in and add those pieces on. And I'm going to...
Oh, that's a good question from Jamie. He's becoming a crafter, isn't he?
He is today.
He certainly is. Do we always start with the middle letter?
I tend to when I'm doing anything, but I don't know if you've noticed, I haven't pressed it down because I know foam pads, once you've applied the pressure and you've applied the heat, it sticks. But I like to just place it. I can tend to get away with it, but I do like to start with the middle. And I've gone like a...
I like that. It's like a...
what's it called? A
curve.
Yeah, a little curved angle. And before I actually am, happy with where my curvature is, let's just put that in, because I like to make sure my placement. I'm going to go with that one.
Yeah, I like that
one.
Yeah,
now I'm happy. Now I'll stick that down and apply that. Yes, I like you, Jamie.
She has commit to the stick.
Get in there. So I've actually cut a couple of wellies on, so I'm going to have one just a little bit underneath and one just coming over the top.
Oh, cute. I like that.
Very cute, that, don't you like that? So I'm going to use a bit of tacky glue just underneath the top part. I'm not going to bother sticking the bottom bit down. I could, if I wanted to, add a little foam pad underneath, to lift it out.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm going to put the foam pad over this one. So let's come in and I'll snip this foam pad down too.
And it's... Father's Day, I want to say a couple of weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, 16th.
It's on my daughter's birthday, so it happens this every so often. It comes round, so it's the 16th of June, because it's my daughter's birthday. It's happened to her a couple of times now during birthday.
Oh,
it's quite
dear.
difficult because she's like, it's my birthday. It's not Father's Day, it's my... And she don't like it, but she has to share it.
Oh, dear. It's never good.
Unfortunately, it's just one of those things that has to happen, doesn't it? So, there's nothing we can do about it. So she's going to be sharing the day, but I know she's not happy.
Oh. Well, if you are creating your Happy Father's Day cards, this collection is going to be ideal, and it should be with you in time so you can get crafting those Father's Day cards, gifts. Maybe if you're giving little packets of seeds for a keen gardener, it'd be ideal to decorate a matching card. Maybe it's going to be a little gift envelope that you can pop those seeds in as well. So you can really personalise the card and the gift as well, which I always think is quite a nice little touch.
Absolutely. So I'm going to put a couple of foam pads under my plant pots. You could add inks to it and things like that if you wanted to grunge them up a little bit. You could run the embossing. You could put the embossing folder over the top of it and create a nice little brickwork effect with it as well. Me personally, I'm just going to add a couple of foam pads, keep them plain because it's kind of rustic and kind of in keeping. I'm just going to have to trim that down because that's still a little bit too big. Let's just trim that down that little bit. There we go. And then I'm going to come in now and start to add a little bit of that, a little bit of the foliage parts or the plant pot parts. So I'm just going to add one there, one at the side of it.
I love the angle of that watering can. It looks like it's pouring out the water.
Yeah, it's
fabulous. Yeah. Love that.
Absolutely. So I'm going to add all of these little pieces now. So I'm just going to add a little bit of tacky glue. Lovely. And just literally plant those inside as though they're coming out.
Perfect. We have had a question come in about glues, and I love my adhesives. I love all these sorts of questions. So do get those questions fired in if you've got any. Chantel has asked, what is the difference between the clear glue, and by clear glue I think she means the all-purpose, and the tacky glue?
Great question. This is a solvent-based glue. Comes out clear, dries clear. It's one of those that gives you wiggle time, so it means you've got time to be able to position things into place. And if you have any smears or any splodgers, you can literally rub it until all the little rubber balls, aren't they? And you can clear it. But it's a solvent-based glue. Whereas, I haven't got a bottle with me, but it's on fire. That's the bottle. Tacky glue. I've decanted it into one of my fine tip applicators. What this is a water-based glue. So this is a bit different to this one. It's quick drying, it comes out white but dries clear, and it's not just for paper crafting as well, neither, both do lots of different jobs, but that's solvent based, that's a water based, a low water content by the way, not a high one. So if you go on the high street and you find those cheap PVA glues, I don't mean it in a horrible way, but they've got more water content in. This doesn't, it has a low water content, but it's perfect for all of your, now I use this for mats and layers, it gives you extra strength, extra rigidity. I use this one because I don't use that with any glitter card, mirror card, because it's solvent based and the solvent will rub off, it can take off the design, the colour, so I don't use it for that, but this is perfect for construction. I don't tend to use mine for mats and layers. I don't know about you, Lily. I know Debbie does, but I don't. I prefer that for my mats and layers.
Yep, agreed.
That for all my die cut elements or these parts. But it does dry, comes out white, dries clear. That's clear, comes out clear, dries clear as well. But they're two different ones. Solvent, water-based, both a necessity, and I mean that, an essential in your craft room when it comes to all your different types of crafting. So I hope that answered that question.
Yeah, great question. I always love it when you guys fire in your questions. So if ever any questions throughout the course of the show, just pop them in, whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, and our lovely social superstar will get them sent in and we'll answer them to the best of our abilities.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It's one of those, it's horses for courses, isn't it, with adhesives? You're never going to get one adhesive that does everything. You've got to have all the different ones.
No, because I genuinely thought at the time, it was a gimmick. For all these different glues, oh, they're only trying to get you your pennies in.
Yeah.
And I remember using photo glue all the time when I first started crafting. Hadn't realised photo glue is a repositional glue that peels off or can literally, with heat, just things can just start sliding. Because it's photo glue, it's perfect for your photo albums. It's exactly what it says on the tin. It's a photo glue in terms of protecting your photos and your scrapbooks, all those kind of things. But all your different glues have different jobs, and so they're, it's well worth having those in. Now I've done a couple of these. Now you're probably thinking, well, how have you gone to getting that different coloured handle? And all it is just taking the two, like in this case the fork, in two different colours, and then I'm just going to get my little snippy scissors, and because I want the dark green handle, I'm going to chop it off at the fork part, and then we're going to add a little bit of tacky glue. And this is a perfect example. Oh, Debbie, chucking your thing away. That's a coated cardstock. So it's a perfect example of why and when you would use a tacky glue. Over the top. And then that creates that dimension of it's like a fork with a handle. And I've done that with me trowel. And I've done it with me shears, snippy, what are the shears?
Shears. I think so. Secateurs.
Oh, secateurs, that's it.
Yeah.
Big word, Lily, big
Blimey,
word.
look at me. You would think I'm a gardener. I'm really not. I don't even mow my own lawn.
Don't you? Do you get someone in? Because I get someone in.
Yeah, I do. Because the thing is, Debbie, I've not got space to put a shed, so I've not got space to put a lawnmower.
Oh, haven't you?
Nah, so...
I didn't know that, Lily.
Yeah, so that's... I don't mow my... That's my excuse anyway. So I don't mow my lawn. Oh dear.
So I say I've got a gardener. It sounds really posh, but it isn't, because it's my niece's boyfriend. And he earns a little bit of pennies from me because I just said, do you fancy coming cutting the garden?
Yeah.
In fact, I'm hoping he's cutting it while I'm away this week, because it looks like a jungle again. I nearly lost the kids in it.
Yeah. It's all that rain, isn't it? All that rain.
Absolutely. So just scattered those little pieces around there. And of course, I have got other elements that I could add into there if I wanted to. But do you know what? Oh, actually.
Oh, I like that.
Go on, let's do it.
We've got it cut with May as well.
Well, I did, yeah. But I only cut them out just to show you how fabulous they are. And you don't have to add them on if you don't want to. But of course...
Oh, it does look fabulous, though.
Let's put them down there. I think I might just keep it there, though, Lily, because I think I'm in danger of going a little bit OTT and putting too much on there and spoiling the design. I've got myself a little sentiment, and my sentiment on this one is thanks for everything, because that's what our dads are.
Yeah.
They literally... They're there all the time, aren't they, for you? There you go. And that can be incorporated with other things that you have in your crafty stash using that gorgeous garden collection. So, now, his birthday is gone. Oh, Father's Day.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Yep.
If you're watching, Dad, close your eyes.
Yep.
You didn't see it.
Absolutely not. Wow, what a fabulous demonstration from Debbie. I love the way that she's shown how you can use this gorgeous collection alongside other items that you might already have in your crafty stash. You certainly are going to have lots of potential when you get this item home. All of that collection, the complete collection with our fantastic garden collection range, all 9 items which comprises stamps, dies, you've even got an embossing folder and all of those fabulous papers as well for that Platinum Club price today of £56 or $71.20. Fabulous offer on that one, and like we did say earlier, we've not got tons of these left, so if you are wanting that complete collection, every single item as part of that fantastic range, then do move a little bit swiftly with that fantastic garden collection. Now, something that we gave a little sneak peek of on this morning's masterclass, and oh my goodness me, this is literally flying out the door. This is so super busy, but when you see the value that you're getting as part of this amazing mystery bag, then you will see exactly why. Wowzers, look at that saving on your screens there. £64.89 or $76.89 for absolutely everything that I'm about to show you as part of this collection. That's just saving. You're only spending £24 or $32 and you are getting a ton. One of our lovely viewers this morning described this as like a Mary Poppins bag, because honestly, you keep pulling these crafty goodies out and you get so much included. It's amazing. So first up, you've got your Graceful Snowflakes stencil set. 3 separate stencils as part of that collection. You've got that really large background design, you've got your border, and you've got that fabulous icon as well. That is included as part of this amazing embossing and stencil mystery bag. Next up, one of our most used stencils here at Crafters TV is that fabulous stylish trio here. Not just that design though, you've got all 3 included as part of that collection. And like we were saying earlier, stencils give you so much versatility. They give you so many different options. Of course, you can be adding your inks to them. You can be adding your glitter paste. It could be your sprays. You could even be embossing these through your die cutter machine. So they offer you so many different options when it comes to your crafting. From the same range again, we've got another 3 different designs with these lovely border stencils. You've got that really intricate mandala, you've got all the flourishes and those gorgeous designs in there. Next up, from our very popular Cosmic collection, we have got our gorgeous embossing folder, a 3D embossing folder and a coordinating die. Of course, you can use the embossing folder on its own, but bring in the die and you can cut out that absolutely gorgeous detail with complete and utter ease. It looks absolutely outstanding. Then you've got, from the same sort of range, if you like, you've got another set of your embossing folders and matching dies, this one being your gorgeous woodland foliage. Look how incredible it looks there, using some of your aqua pens to watercolour that. It's just absolutely exquisite. Then next up, another of our favourite embossing folders. I feel like I'm saying everything's our favourite in here, but honestly I cannot believe we've put some of these items in our mystery bags because they are so well loved, and not just here at Crafters TV, but you guys at home. I know you love this embossing folder. Think of using different colours of cardstock for the different squares. Think of trimming into it and giving you all those different separate borders or little embellishments. It's absolutely gorgeous and 3D there, so lots and lots of depth to that design. You've also got one of our floral frame cut and emboss folders. They not only emboss that design around the outside, but they also have that lovely die in the centre, enabling you to die cut that aperture all with one pass through that die cutting machine. Next up, we're going to go a little bit spooky with one of these fabulous elements from our All Hallows Eve collection. You've got that lovely 5x7" background embossing folder, and you've also got the coordinating stencils, which allows you to pick out all the detail and all the different colours as part of that gorgeous design. It really does bring it to life. Then from me, one of our favourite collections of mine and Debbie's is our fabulous Sora Signature Wild at Heart, that gorgeous 3D embossing folder. It's 5.5 inches square, so you've got lots of options for building up your backgrounds with that one. Then another of my favourite collections, it was our illustrated embossing folders. This is amazing for bringing in all your different colouring mediums, whether it's your alcohol-based pens, whether it's going to be your inks, maybe it's going to be your gilding waxes. It's just absolutely exquisite with your beautiful garden roses. And the rose is the nation's favourite flower in both the UK and the US, so that you know that's going to be a timeless staple in your craft stash for sure. And then finally, we've got a set of layering stencils here. This one was part of the Kingfisher collection. You've got all the different separate stencils that you can layer up to give you that beautiful dimensional design like we can see there. Wowzers, all of those crafty goodies, all of that for just £24 or $32. If you've never tried embossing or stenciling before, then what a fantastic collection to go for. Maybe you've got a craft group or a craft club and you're going to split this up as gifts for lots of different crafty friends. That's going to be absolutely ideal, and they don't need to know that you've saved over £60 or over $75, do they? Lots and lots of crafty goodies there. If you all wanted to go for that one, do check that one out on the shop today. Now we are going to go for a quick break. I know that Debbie's got even more demos lined up as the first part of this masterclass. And of course, when we do get to the top of the hour, we will be moving into the decorative nesting dies, which I know I and Debbie are super excited about. So do check out those baskets, and we will be back in just a couple of moments.
Come in, check my emails, then lay the shows out in the studio, set pack shots up. Then I will get new polls, pick shows, solve any problems that need solving. We deal with other teams where we receive marketing suites, we receive boards. We pick samples to send to Hobby Maker. We pick samples to send to QVC. We will take the previous shows out of the studios, set the new shows up. We do floor manage occasionally, not all the time, making sure that the craft expert presenters have everything at hand that they need. Anything that they haven't got during shows, we will run about and get the products for them. I think on a morning when it's really quiet, I can get more done when there's nobody else in the building. Night owl. Morning. Coffee on a morning, tea the rest of the day. Savoury. Normally lunchtime. Craft along. Mobile phone. Christina's chicken wrap. Barry White, you're my first, my last, my everything. Go home and make the tea.
Tea first, and then from there it'll be meetings, and they could be commercial meetings, they could be creative meetings, it could be supporting my team. I also manage a large team, so it could be one-to-ones with those. Every day is different, but always a predominant focus on the products, how they're working, the new products that we're bringing out, research and development. When we get to see the finished article, way before anybody at home gets to see it, it arrives and we get to unpack it and experience it and try it, that gives us all a massive buzz. I can't be getting out of bed too early, and I like to get to bed 9 to 10 p.m. Tea all day long, black, no sugar, thank you. I tend to miss breakfast, which isn't great, and if I have something when I come in the office, then that's going to be yogurt and fruit. My face, all of the makeup that makes this, nobody's seeing this without that on. Probably a baked potato or a salad or something egg-based. Ooh, craft along a masterclass. I'm going to say masterclass, and that's because I love to educate. One song that would be the theme tune to my life, it would be Billy Ocean, Red Light Spells Danger. Pour a gin and tonic. First thing I do. Get in the house, gin and tonic, decompress the day, and then plan what I'm going to do that night.
I look up. Hello and welcome back to Crafters TV. Wow, what a fabulous masterclass show we are having. Like I say, it's almost like a masterclass of two halves. We've started off focusing on that gorgeous garden collection, and as we do get to the top of the hour, we will be moving on to that fantastic masterclass on our decorative nesting dies. Now, something I do want to quickly mention to you before we dive into that next demo with Debbie is we have a fantastic offer on some of our most favourite storage essentials over on the website, but that is only live until Thursday night. So you've got just 4 days to take advantage. We've got some absolutely cracking savings on there. Even the large die storage folders are on there, and the magnetic sheets. I think I know what I'll be ordering between shows, that is for certain. You are saving up to 30% as part of that sale, so absolutely the time to get yourself organised, stock up on all your storage stash at an absolutely fabulous price. And talking of savings over on the website, for the whole month of June, we've actually got some absolutely incredible savings on some of your card and paper. Savings are up to 50%, and that's throughout the whole of June. So if you're looking to stock up your stash, maybe you've got low on your Centura Pearl, maybe you're looking to stock up your stash of your 12x12 paper pads, now is the time to do that. Check out the website, check out all those fantastic deals, and this certainly is going to be a treat for you. Now, it is all about the garden collection as this first part of the masterclass. We have shown you that fantastic complete collection. You are getting absolutely everything as part of that collection. Everything from stamps, dies, embossing folders, and the most gorgeous papers. Of course, the best value for money, as always, is part of that fantastic complete collection. And of course, you're going to get lots more goodies and lots more to play with. But if you are wanting to go for individuals, everything can be found individually over on the website. And my top tip would be definitely to stock up on those paper pads if you can. So sling another of those into your basket because they are absolutely gorgeous. So I'm going to quickly whip through the designs before we get back over to Debbie, just so you can see all of the goodness that you'll be getting home when you go for this fantastic garden collection. So first up, you have got your garden wall embossing folder, ideal for all of those backgrounds. Then we move on to our pretty picket fence die set, 3 separate dies on there, allowing you to build up that perspective in all of your designs. Then we've also got our garden tree, but of course not just a tree, those little, they could be blossom, they could be leaves, and all of your embellishments as well. You have got your planting stations. You've also got a whopping set of dies here, with this one being your house plants and your pots. All of the pots, all of those lovely foliage elements as well. You've also got your gardening tools. You saw how well those worked in that last demonstration with Debbie. You've got your super cute little watering can and the florals that allow you to embellish that watering can as well. You get the most fabulous sentiments. These are just super, super cool. You get things like compost happens. You've got things like you grow girl, plant your dreams. You've got lots of different fabulous clear sentiment stamps in there. And then finally, the sort of crowning glory, if you like, as part of this collection, you've got your 6x6 paper pad, 36 sheets here, uncoated, allowing you to add all your different finishes. These are just absolutely fantastic. Of course, they're going to work a treat with this full collection, but of course, I'm sure you've got lots of other items in your crafty stash that you can be using alongside these. I mean, that'd be great for Easter, it'd be great for new baby cards, birthday cards, anything at all. Snippable with these, you can be cutting into these, and you can actually be using them as separate embellishments. Just absolutely gorgeous. Isn't that fun? That's just absolutely beautiful. All your florals in there. One of my personal favourites is that wood grain. You've got so much, 36 sheets as part of that paper pad. Absolutely everything as part of that collection. £56 or $71.20 for your garden collection. So before we get back over to Debbie, let's just say a few more hellos. Got lots of you watching over on Facebook and YouTube. We have got Stacey saying, oh, I don't know if I should read this one out, but I will. Stacey, hey all, having a sneaky watch whilst at work. We won't tell anyone, apart from the fact that I just did, but you know, hey ho. Lynn Harvey saying, hi everyone, just popping in for a little while, sitting having a cuppa in Carrisbrook Castle on the Isle of Wight. Sounds fabulous. Shazelle is saying, fabulous card, Debbie. Jonelle is saying, my daughter has a 5,000 square foot garden. Wow. Might have to make her a card using elements from this collection. We've got Evelyn saying, good morning from beautiful Colorado. She's finally able to watch part of a live show, first one in weeks, but it's lovely to have your company. We've got Wendy's excited about the nesting dies that we're going to have a look at 3 o'clock. Kirsty D is saying, good afternoon, everyone. She's just got in from work. There we go. I know a little question as well. Shaz is asking, can I ask about the letters that Debbie used on her last card?
The floral alphabets.
Floral alphabet,
yeah. So they were from the floral alphabets that we launched sometime last year, I believe.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure, are they still in stock, Lily? Do you think they've gone now?
They have gone.
Yeah, but if you're tuning in tomorrow, we have another set of alphabets, and it's the left fold alphabets. That can be used to create the left fold, but can also be used as a solid piece as well. So definitely tune in there. But or you could recreate that with any alphabet set that you've got.
Absolutely.
Shall we do another demo?
Let's do it. Go on,
then.
Debbie.
Right, so I'm going to use some other elements here. I have got some pieces already cut from the ones that I've already used, but I'm going to use the pretty picket fence. I'm going to use the garden tree, and I'm also going to use an element from that picket fence, which is that lovely grass. It cuts out all this grass. Now, I did this card style on Saturday when I was at a demonstration in Backley, and one of the ladies said she always struggled with Z-fold cards or double Z-fold cards. So we went back to basics, and I've done the same size here. So it's a 5.5 by 5.5 card base. You can make these yourself. So if you are, well, we'll know that that is 11 by 5.5. And you're going to score it at 2 3/4 and 5.5 itself to create the first part of the fold back. If you were doing it with the white cardstock, which is what I normally do with the double Z-fold card, it's exactly the same fold. It just depends on the length that you want to go to, as in the width, sorry, of maybe 1 inch, 2 inches, 3 inches, however big you want to go. Now, my double Z-fold is going to feature green cardstock.
Ooh.
And the reason being is because that's going to be some grass that's going to feature down at the very bottom. So it's exactly the same. It's 11 inches, but this time, and if I remember rightly, yeah, 1 inch. It's being cut down to, because I don't want too thick a grass, but if you do want to have that as a statement piece, you could go bigger, and your grass could
be like mine and yours.
Like mine right now, and it could be like 3 inches high. And then the folds go in the same place. So it's the exact same fold, as you can see, but the way that we do a double Z fold is that we actually just twist it round. So you've got the short fold on this side and the long piece on the base. When you flip reversing it to get a double Z fold, you just exactly that, turn it around and flip reverse it. So the long is on the short is on the long. And that's how you create that. Now, to create that grass effect, we're going to use the die cut elements. And again, you can see lots of different sizes of grass there. And just run that along the top. I'll do it on the first part. In fact, might just put that through with a couple of other things as well.
Oh.
So let's put that onto there. Because I've got my picket fence on some white, I mean, it has to be white, doesn't it, for a white picket fence. So I'm going to die cut that piece as well. And put that on, might as well. Do you think we can get the tree on?
Oh, possibly.
Possibly.
Oh.
I know, Jamie, you're pushing that a bit, Debbie.
Trim your cardstock, you might.
Yeah, I could trim that down, couldn't I? Let's see if I can get that on. Let's try it. This is Debbie trying to do too much at once here.
You could shift your grass up ever so slightly.
I was just thinking, because I don't want to affect that, because that's going to go all the way along there. But I think I'm okay with that, Lily.
I think you are, yeah.
I think we're okay. Yeah, I think
Give
that's
it a go.
fine.
Why not?
Yeah, why not? Let's just stick that down. And then run that through our die cutting machine. Now, of course, if you're at home, you can do your bits and bobs one at a time if you want to do that. You don't have to do what Debbie's just done and literally just rammed everything on that plate. But of course you can, if you want to speed up your creative side, get all the die cut elements out of the way, and then you can get creative with it. So yeah, you know, there's ways. I think you all choose a way that works for you, don't you?
Definitely, yeah.
Now I love this picket fence, because do you know that waist part? They're all little tiny love hearts. They're so cute.
That's the ideal for shakers,
those
isn't
little
it?
love hearts for your shakers, or to add as extra embellishments. But you've got the most cutest picket fence.
Oh, it's adorable, isn't it?
It's just beautiful, absolutely. You've got your little tree. Now, on your tree, you do have some floral pieces, and butterflies on there. I'm just going to bring that in for a second, the garden tree. All those cut out separate leaves, and you've got, again, some small pieces of grass there, as well as butterflies. So you could add like little tufts of grass going across there too.
Yeah.
So I really like that. I think there's quite a lot on there. For, you know, lots of different styles. But again, it's like a scary tree as well.
Oh, it
I was
is.
thinking Halloween with that tree.
Oh, yeah.
When I saw it, I was like, ooh, it's a bit scary, that. But yeah, it's literally cut it in black and use it on your Halloween mix as well. Now, when you've done that, you're just going to run that piece along, and then when you're done, you'll just trim that off to wherever you want to trim that off, and I'll just show you if I come down here. So you've got two options, because do you know that, the waist, flip reverse it, you've got some more grass.
Definitely, yeah.
But of course, I'm just going to run that all the way along and on that piece, and it'll look like this.
Oh, fabulous.
And I'm just going to make sure, because it's been through the folder, as in the I'm just going to make sure my folds are back in there, Lily, because they kind of get squashed, don't they?
They do, yeah,
they kind of get squashed. That's fine. There we go. And that's going to sit along the bottom of there. Now, before I stick all this down, I'm going to do some mats and layers.
Okay.
I've already stuck those pieces down, and I've chosen, I love that pattern.
That's lovely, isn't
Honestly, it's just gorgeous. It really is full of all your garden utensils, I was going to say then.
Yeah.
That's probably a right word, isn't it? Because it is like a bit like a kitchen. You
Yeah, I
need
would say
utensils
so.
in your kitchen. You need that for your garden. Or your garden tools. That's the one I'm looking for. The tools.
I'm just thinking if you're going for that embossing and stenciling mystery bag, you're going to get that fabulous Halloween embossing folder, aren't you? That tree on there would look super cool, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Like that thought. If you want to go for that embossing and stenciling mystery bag, it's super busy today. Lots of you guys are seeing the value in that fantastic mystery bag and you're going for it. It's a fantastic price there. Today's price is £30 or $40. Even better, of course, if you're part of our Platinum Club. That's coming down to £24 or $32. You're saving over £60 or over $75 and you're getting tons and tons of crafty goodness within that absolutely amazing jam-packed full mystery bag.
Right, just pop the mats and layers down. My picket fence is going to go on there as well. However, it's going to rest behind the back of my grass. So it's going to like go over the top. So I'm going to take it as far as I can. Before I actually stick this down, I'm going to put my picket fence onto there. So I think I'll use let's use the dotty. I'll put that on there. I suppose it depends how much you want to show through as well. So you can show as much or as little as you want. Let's come in and I'm going to go to that first. Just before that first fold and add that down. There we go. And then the same with my tree. I'm going to position my tree. Oh, nearly got stuck on my thing. So if I just imagine where that's going to go. Now for this double Z fold card, you are definitely going to put it down as far as you possibly can because I want that, if I stick it up in the middle, it kind of, it doesn't quite flow.
Yeah.
Unless you were layering lots of grass and you could do then, because you could add some more of that if you wanted to. But I want to I'm just going to position it just for a second because I'm going to stick this tree as though it's coming from underneath. So I'm going to just add, I'll do my dotted tape pen again because there's lots of branches on there as well. There I go. Whoop. I knew it'd stick to me.
Oh dear.
Hey.
I had a bit
It's a
of
lot
a...
stronger than it looks, that dotted tape pen.
I know. I had a bit of a faux pas, Debbie. You'll probably relate to this yesterday in my craft room. I was using my double-sided sheets, sticky sheets, and I managed to put it face down on my glass mat with the backing peeled off, yeah.
Oh, God love you.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was
bless you.
fun. Those sheets are sticky, believe you me. I can vouch for that.
Now, when I ever stick, and you probably do the same, Lily, but I fold it in because where I want the glue to be is on this half and this half. So I know that I can leave it down there. Now, it's a little bit trickier when you've got patterned, as in like that's quite heavily patterned in terms of the die cut elements. But I can still get away with it, Lily. So, and it just makes it a bit easier. Whoop, she says, getting it stuck to her fingers by folding that in half. Popping that down onto the bottom, layering it up. Before we actually commit to the stick, as our Jamie would say, we're going to layer it down. I can always trim a little bit off as well, but it just means it's a bit easier to position and get into place. So if I'm happy with that positioning, just drop that side there. Now I'm happy. And the same with that side.
Oh,
So that I've got that perfect fold and there's no glue anywhere showing anything like that, and you've attached that. Now I could add a little bit more on there, however I've gone and cut my welly bobs out into a little bit of
Oh,
pattern
those
paper.
are cute.
They're the kind of boots I'd be wearing. I would be wearing those kind of boots, would you, Lily?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Quite possibly pink and sparkly, but they wouldn't be green, that's for sure. They certainly won't be green.
What did Dad Johnny say with designer boots? Jewels. Are they?
Johnny Nari's got all the welly knowledge. He knows all the key players, all the top brands. He's a Wellington boot expert.
Now I'm going to come in with, and again, you've already seen me cut some of these elements out, and I've done exactly what I said before, but I added some craft card, because I'm going to have these pieces onto here. However, I'm going to hang them on a little bit of a shelf.
Oh,
now,
okay.
on your trellis, on your, not trellis, on this one, on your planting stations, you've got your little shelves, and that can act as a shelf for me to put these pieces on top. So I'm just going to run that through. How did you hear the time I've got left?
know, honestly,
Where's the
it
time
flies by,
gone?
doesn't it? Absolutely flies by.
Absolutely, it's all flying by today. But I'm loving this masterclass. Having two different collections in, I'm really loving this. So I'm just going to pop that as though it's hanging. And then the same on the other side, just pop that down there. And I'm just going to finish that off with, let's just make sure I've got my glue on there. I'll have that going that the other way. Can come from underneath that boot as well. There we go. Just going to finish that off with one of the sentiments that you're getting on that stamp collection. And there is a lot on there. And you grow, girl.
Oh, I love that. That's
I'm
brilliant.
thinking of my friend for this one because
Aw.
she's always been a keen gardener, come from her mum, and I just thought of this in mind when I was at her birthday. It's not till August, but sometimes it's nice to make these cards in advance.
It certainly is, yeah, yeah. It's always nice to be organised.
It is, yeah, definitely.
I mean, we always say we're going to be organised with like Christmas. Oh, we'll start early this year. It won't be like last year. I won't leave it last minute. Does it ever happen? No.
And then I'm
dear.
just going to finish off with my last little butterfly. And I don't think I'm going to add any more, Lily. I think I'm quite happy with what I've got on here. But there you go. So you've got a double Z faux card and with a little picket fence, although I've kind of can't. It looks like it's joined in. I mean, I could have put that picket fence all the way around if I wanted, but that's what you can do. You can take little elements, big elements, small elements, and just bring it all together because it all works so beautifully. And it's a really joyous collection to work with. I can promise you, when you get yours home, if you haven't already got it, you're going to absolutely love it. And you're going to enjoy building up those scenes and thinking of someone in mind when you are making your projects.
You certainly are. What a fabulous collection. What a couple of gorgeous demonstrations from Debbie. Wow, the first half of this masterclass has been super, super inspirational. And I know the second half is going to be exactly the same, just featuring a different product. But if you'd like to go for your fantastic garden collection, you can get the whole complete collection for £70 or $89. Even better, of course, if you're part of our Platinum Club, that comes down to £56 or $71.20. Quickly whip through all the goodies that you're going to get as part of this collection so you can see exactly what is included. So first up, we've got our fantastic embossing folder, that one being our garden wall. We've also got our watering can and floral die set. That fantastic gardening tools die set there, lots and lots to get crafting with in that set. You've also got your house plants and pots, your planting stations. You've also got that die that we've seen in great effect in that last demonstration with Debbie, that one being your garden tree. You've also got your fantastic pretty picket fence. You're also getting all of those stamps included, clear, lovely, high quality stamps with these really fun sentiments that are going to finish off your creations absolutely perfectly. You can see the You Grow Girl that Debbie's just used. Got things like Relax that are going to be ideal for retirement cards, Welcome to My Garden. That could even be a piece of home decor and maybe on the outside of a shed. Lots and lots of fabulous sentiment stamps included in that one. And then finally, to crown off this fantastic collection, you've got your 6x6 paper pad, 36 glorious sheets here. You're getting multiples of each, all uncoated, so of course that allows you to add your inks, your spritzers, your sprays, all those additional finishes to make your creations look truly outstanding. How fabulous is that? All different 9 items there as part of that garden collection for that Platinum Club price today of £56 or $71.20. An absolutely fantastic collection. I know so many of you guys at home love it as much as we do, and now's the opportunity for you to get that whole complete collection. Now, if you have just joined us, we are entering hour 2 of our masterclass. We've had a little look, I say a little look, quite an in-depth look of that absolutely fabulous garden collection. But now it's time to switch things up a little bit and move on to what is one of mine and Debbie's favourite launches that we brought to you earlier this year. And this is all about our decorative nesting dies. I say it time and time again, but for me, nesting dies are one of those true essentials in our craft stash. It doesn't matter what your style is. It doesn't matter if you like doing your stamping, your colouring, your embossing, your mixed media. Your nesting dies are the staple of your projects. They form those mats and layers. They allow you to frame other items and draw your eye into your craft project. So they're one in our crafty stash that we go back to time and time again. And it's lovely to have new designs, new fresh dies to bring into our nesting die stash. And this collection is just absolutely fantastic. You're getting a whopping 42 dies included for £36 or $44. And these are quite clever because they're not just your regular nesting dies, they give you tons and tons of different options. So if we start off with our fabulous square, and this is what our Debbie actually decided to call our squoval. So we love our squoval. It is a square, but it's got that lovely soft rounded edge, so we have termed it the squoval. And when we look at the dies, these are quite clever in the way that you get your outer die, that solid die, and then you get your inner detail, which allows you to cut both of them together. So of course you can cut that detail into your fabulous square. You can of course use that solid on its own to cut you just a straight edge square, or you can just use that cut-in detail on its own and cut that into your cardstock. You can see here, if I bring in the packaging, this is for another of the designs, but you get the idea of this sort of technique that we're showing here. You can cut that design into your cardstock to start to build up your backgrounds, and that looks super cool. So all the dies included in this set allows you to create larger toppers. They could be small little sentiment plaques. You could even be creating your own card shapes using these fabulous dies. So that's your first one, that's your fabulous squares. And then we move on to our ovals. I love the fact that each of the different designs within this collection has a different little shape that it cuts into the edge of these dies. They're just absolutely fabulous. So once again, you've got the ability to cut in, to cut out, to layer them together, use them separately. Lots and lots of different choices with these. Next up, we have got our circle. And don't forget, all of these drop out elements, all those lovely decorative stars that we've got in this case, can be used too. You could use these as confetti, as little embellishments, or even on shaker cards. They're going to work an absolute treat. So that one's our gorgeous circle. Always useful to have circle dies in our crafty stash. Then we've got our stars. These are going to be great perhaps for kids cards, teenage cards. You've passed, it could be a test, it could be an exam, it could be driving test you've just passed. Absolutely gorgeous. I have to say, cutting a star by hand is nigh on impossible. So to have the dies makes it super quick and super easy. Then we've got our heart. Perhaps you're thinking about wedding cards, anniversaries, or even Valentine's Day. This one's going to be ideal. Maybe with all that design around the edge, you could perhaps even be threading some very thin ribbon, or it could be some lovely decorative thread as well to do a little bit of ribbon threading if you so choose. And then finally, if you did get our beautiful Nature's Garden honeysuckle that we launched just a couple of months ago, or maybe you've got your beautiful collection that we launched a few years ago, this is going to work hand in hand with that. You've got your fabulous hexagons, not only in the main shapes, but the cut-in detail are your tiny little hexagons as well. You've got everything from those large dies all the way down to those tiny little dies, giving you lots and lots of different options with those fabulous shapes. So you're getting all 42 dies in total for a Platinum Club price today of £36 or $44. Of course, as always, the best value for money is going to be in that full collection. But if you are wanting to go for individuals, if you're wanting to pick and choose, then all of the individual die sets are available over on the website. So do check out the shop today, and we've got options for every budget, which I absolutely love. Now, you've seen the fabulous designs, but I think it's time to get a little bit of inspiration with our Debbie, who's going to share with you some beautiful samples. Then I think she's got a couple of demos lined up. So Debbie, what have we got?
I have indeed. Now, before we do, I'm going to show you these samples. Then have we got some more hellos to say as well, so I can get my sample set up?
Yeah.
However, let me show you what you can be creating with this beautiful, and I'm going to tell you right now, my favourite ever nesting dies we've ever done at Crafters Companion.
Wow.
Big statement.
That is a bold statement.
It's big and bold, but I'll stand by it till something else comes along, Lily. That's how I look at it. I love these. Being involved in the launch of these thrilled me like you wouldn't believe, and I still love them to this day. I'm superbly excited to be doing a masterclass with them because I love them. I love the decorative nature, which is what you can see in this background piece, but then I love the nesting part of it as well. So lots of ways that you can use them, and that's a perfect example.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I love that one Nick's done. It's just absolutely stunning. Let not take away from the fact that it's a nesting die, but let's remember the decorative element to it, which is just absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to show and share a few with you. Look at that cut into the mirror card. Doesn't that look gorgeous? That's that lovely mirror card that's got the honeycomb design that's been used with the honeycomb nesting die. I just think that's
clever.
Beautiful. Look at this.
Oh, that's pretty.
I mean, this is a bit of me. This is what I absolutely love about this. You don't need anything else, just a bit of cardstock, Lily, maybe a couple of little embellishments. And again, look at what you can be creating from that decorative paper background to those nesting that take centre stage. And I love how Nick's done that because it looks like it's almost joined up with the design. Creating apertures, because of course that's what you can do. And that's just a lovely little inky background that's been creating apertures, cutting decorative elements, and then use the nesting dies as that central point. The same with this as well.
Lovely.
Now, Lily, I'm bringing yours in because you did a craft along on this.
Oh, we did, yeah.
And this was Lily's gorgeous craft along project that you can go back to and find, use it, because I just thought that was stunning. You know how much I loved it. I still love it to this day, which is why I've brought it out now, because it is absolutely gorgeous. Now, I'm just going to get myself set up. So do you want to say a few hellos while I get myself set? And then we'll be good to go, and I'll be using these.
Well, we have to share these with you. We have a fabulous deal on some absolutely glorious paper pads. So I want to quickly sneak these in before we get back over to Debbie for that demonstration. So this is a 12 by 12 inch paper pad selection. You're getting 4 different paper pads for an amazing price of £36 or $52. You are saving £17 or about $24 on these. So first up, we've got one of our make and send pads, and these are absolutely brilliant because these enable you to actually create a full card straight out the pad. So you've got everything you need. You get the actual card blank. All you need to do is pop that out, pop a scored line down the middle, and you are good to go. You've got all your embellishments as well. But as we actually move to the back of the pad, you can see there you've got all of your envelopes and your inserts. You're getting 4 of each design. They're all absolutely gorgeous. You've got your florals, you've got your butterflies, you've got your sentiments. You have got tons included. You are going to end up, of course, with spares, leftovers, lots more embellishments than you need for that one card. So those can be used on separate projects as well, giving you lots and lots of versatility. Here you can see the envelopes. Trim those out, add your score lines in, pop your insert into the middle of your card, and you've got a super classy card in minutes. They are absolutely amazing. All the different colour tones going to take crafting throughout autumn. It could be spring and summer. You've got those beautiful sunflowers. Absolutely outstanding value. Great for getting the kids into crafting as well, or perfect for new crafters. All of those fantastic sheets, that's just one paper pad of the 4. Next up, we have one of my, I have to say, one of my absolute favourites. I probably do say that about every paper pad. I do feel like that about every paper, but I just love paper pads, so let's be honest. But this is an absolute beauty. This is our Sarah Signature Dancing Dragonfly. We actually reordered this, which was very, very unusual. We very rarely do that with our paper pads, but we had so much demand from you guys at home. You were desperate for us to bring this back, and that's exactly what we did. As always, that A side, you've got more design, you've got more detail onto that side. And then the reverse, the B side, is like the background layer of that front side. So of course they're going to work together perfectly, but if you need something a little bit more subtle, then that reverse is going to be ideal. Fussy cut into this, add your inks, add your glitters, add your sprays, further enhance them if you so choose, but straight out the pad, they are still absolutely gorgeous. Of course, it's going to work perfectly if you've already got that Dancing Dragonfly collection, but if you've not, they're still going to work ideal with lots of other items you've got in your crafty stash. I'm just thinking as well, if you picked up that garden collection, could work quite nicely with that one as well. Next up, oh, this is a stunner. I did just mention it when we had a look at that hexagon die, but this is absolutely beautiful. This is our beautiful, yes, clues in the name, beautiful paper pad, part of our Nature's Garden collection, and this is just so bright, so vibrant, so cheerful. It's everything we sort of dream of when it comes to summer. You've got those honeycomb designs, you've got the pots of honey, the little bumblebees, you've got your florals in there, you've even got that quad design so you can trim that into 4, so you've got 4 fronts for your 6 by 6 inch cards, you've got your checks in there as well. This is just sunshine in a paper pad. My goodness me, it's absolutely beautiful. Love the fact that we've included some of the darker tones as well, which are going to set those lighter tones off absolutely beautifully. Almost like your faux watercolour backgrounds into there. Just absolutely beautiful. More of those quad designs. Lovely powder blues in here. A really, really lovely mix of different tones, different faux textures in there. That looks, you almost have to stroke it. It looks like real hessian, but it is just printed. And once again, uncoated. I'm thinking if you've got your glossy highlights, that's going to be perfect to add to some of those honey designs. All of those sheets in that fantastic 12 by 12 inch paper pad, that is included. And finally, I'm pretty excited that we're including this one because we don't see these very often here on Crafters TV, and this is part of our fantastic Violet Studios range, this one being Cosmic Dreamer, and this is a little bit special, I have to say. So special, nobody's opening it up. And I'm not sure I will be able to open it without scissors, but I can still give you a little sneaky peek of some of the designs inside. So you can see it's not just about papers with this one. You've actually got vellums in there as well. How amazing is that? Foiled vellum, just beautiful. You're getting those lovely dark tones of vellum. You're getting your paper pads, you're getting elements you can actually snip out with your star signs. Foiled once again. Lovely soft pink tones. Love the colour palette. It's a mix between the gold metallic elements. You've got your navies and you've got your pinks. So a beautiful, really stylish colour palette. You can be snipping into those. Love the fact that you've got the wording in there. Lots of designs, lots of foiling. Your vellum and your fantastic printed designs. That for me has got to be one of my favourites. Look at that. That's absolutely gorgeous. Maybe use that alongside your cosmic collection as well. All those beautiful designs, vellum included as well. And that is paper pad 4 of that collection. Wow, £36 or $52 for all 4 of those paper pads. A really eclectic mix as well of different prints. So that's going to work perfectly in your craft stash. Now, we have just shown you those fabulous paper pads, but of course it is a masterclass all about these absolutely amazing decorative nesting dies. And I know Debbie is just itching to get started on that first demonstration.
Absolutely.
And I can't wait to see what you've got lined up for us.
Absolutely, and I'm gonna strip it back to the nesting dies elements, and then in the second demo we're going to use the decorative part as well as the nesting dies as well to create a little bit of a wow factor when it comes to your gift boxes and things like that. So I'm going to start with the decorative nesting ovals. Now every single one will come with 7 pieces. In fact, are they all 7 pieces, Lily? I always forget this bit. I think they are, aren't they? All 7 pieces.
Yeah.
And how they work is that you will have, and I'm just going to lift that up, for those that haven't seen these before, you have the first part of the nesting die. So that's your first solid piece, and then your second solid piece and your third one. So you've got the nesting ability there. The decorative piece comes into this, and this is when you've got loads of choices, which is what I've loved about this. If I just bring those up, pop that back down onto there, that means you've then got another decorative piece that cuts out butterflies in the oval shape, and then this lovely stitch design as well. And you can either use 1 or 2,
Oh, yeah.
or 1 with this piece, or then you can create into solid pieces lots of decorative elements, which is what I'm going to do in that next demo. So I absolutely love that. And the same with the second piece, it's got the same nested die cut solid piece. Then you've got the little smaller, I say smaller butterflies, but the butterflies that fit into there, so that decorative element, and the same with that stitch. It's just been scaled to size basically. And then you've got the small one there. Now we could have tried, but I think we would have struggled to get teeny weeny little butterfly second layer and a little teeny weeny one in there as well. So we've stopped at that third piece. However, let's get using this. I'm going to keep it nice and clean and simple for the first one. Well, I say that, took a bit of inspiration from your craft along.
Oh.
So yeah, so I'm going to just pop that into there, all 3 pieces, and I'm going to just stick that down with a little bit of low tack tape. And you can do these separately into 2 or 3, however you want to do that, but I'm going to come straight in and pop it all down in one go. And then the same with that one, we're going to turn all those 3 round. In fact, I think we can get all 3. Yeah, we can, of course we can.
Oh, talking of the craft along, Lynn Morton's commented in, she said, I made the card from Lily's craft along. Another card I love doing, although I didn't have all the elements. That's what our craft alongs are all about. You don't have to have everything.
No.
Just put your own spin on it. And talking of craft alongs, I've got one coming up tomorrow. I am very, very excited. 2 o'clock UK time tomorrow. It's all about the floral creations. And you know how much I love my flowers. So I'm very much looking forward to that one.
Well,
I know Debbie loves that kit as well.
I was going to say I was lucky to do one because I so enjoyed that craft along. So enjoyed that craft along. So I can't wait to see your take on it.
We're going very clean and simple. So it's going to be very different, very clean, very crisp, very simple.
Ooh,
So yeah.
You're usually one like me, throws everything
I
at
know,
you,
yeah.
think you?
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that one.
I know, yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of white card, lots of clean space. Going to incorporate the Age of Elegance as well.
Oh, I haven't seen it yet. You've kept that quiet.
It's on my desk. I can show you after the show.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Now, I'll tell you what I do love about this set, Lily. Teeny weeny butterflies. Oh, pleases me no end, because especially if you're cutting it out into different coloured cardstock, you've got all of those that are going to be great, really good pieces for your shakers if you love your shaker card, but what it also means as well, it's nice little decorative elements, so you could use all of those for some decorative features in your card making, as in extra little embellishments, because every single one of them you could put back into your cards, your decorated cards.
Oh,
that makes
yeah.
sense? I think it made sense in my head when I started, but Debbie rattles and rambles and then it ends up all coming out garbled, and it's like, if you'd had seen me on Saturday, Lily, I
Oh.
were having a right nightmare with my words.
Oh, we do sometimes. Sometimes it's just one of those days you can't
Nothing
get
were
your teeth in.
working. Nothing was working. I had a lovely lady that kept finishing my sentences for me because she seemed to know what I was wanting to say.
Oh.
So that were good that she came. So I met some lovely people and Lily, I've got to show you my gift that Stacey got me.
Oh, is it the one you put on your story on
Made me
Instagram?
cry.
Oh, it's lovely, Debbie.
Me being totally professional, I cried like a baby.
Oh, Debbie.
I know, but it was so beautiful. She's such a sweetheart, she really is. And then Ruby came along. Ruby's been to a couple of my demos now, but Ruby had, her mum had actually posted in, Rachel had posted in Ruby's craft along mate with Craig.
Oh.
And she made it for me.
Oh,
So she did craft
that's
along with
lovely.
Craig and she made it for me. It's gorgeous.
Oh.
It's on my mantelpiece at the minute because it's absolutely beautiful. And the words she put inside made me cry as well.
Oh.
So, yeah, just so lovely.
I always
so
think
lovely.
writing inside a card is one of those ones that always makes me cry. You know what people
Yeah.
write in the inside of cards? It's daft, isn't it?
I know,
yeah.
I get. Honestly, it's just one of those things, isn't it, that people
Yeah.
seem to forget because everything's all modern. And
Yeah.
you don't think that. I mean, I'm surprised they don't get what they call it, repetitive strain injury.
Oh,
with the
gosh,
thumbs.
yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
Mine especially. I'm like that.
Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah.
But my kids like
Yeah.
message
yeah.
John. I'm like, oh
Yeah.
my god.
Yeah.
That's so fast.
Yeah.
Right, Lily, I've taken some because I'm using some gorgeous papers from the beautiful elegant
Floral Elegance, our favourite.
So I've used a matte mirror to sit round the back using that solid piece. So the first piece, just to go over and just to give it that little bit of a lift. So I'm just going to pop that onto dotty tape pen. Couldn't
There
find
it
it.
is.
I knew what I wanted to say, but I had to see it first before I could actually pop that string a sentence together, Debbie, string a sentence together. Yeah, Jamie, you say it's Monday, but I'm here all week, so I don't know what I'm going to be like by end of
Oh
week.
dear, it could be bad.
I know.
Could be bad.
So, and then I've done exactly the same with the other piece as well, so the middle piece. Oh, not that way round, it'll be that way round. See, I can't even string sentences together, I can't even get my fingers to work together now.
Oh dear.
I know, Lily. Thankfully, tomorrow,
You're on this side.
I'm on the
yeah.
other side.
We're having swishing roles tomorrow.
So that there enables us to have, now I could use that piece and pop it in, and I mean, you can if you want to, but I think I'm just going to keep those two for now because I am going to lift it with maybe a foam pad or two
It's
again.
got to be done.
I've had to change over because I've run out of my big ones, so
Oh,
I'm into
no.
the little square ones now. And I don't want to bother Tracy, but it's okay, I've got these, it's fine. And I'm just going to place that in so you can see that nesting element. Now, I would have put that in there, however, I've got myself a little sentiment to stick in the middle.
Oh, that sentiment
where?
could it be?
No, I mean, no one's seen this before, and I swear I will retire it, I promise.
No, don't do it.
Once
Don't
it
do
goes
it.
out of stock, I'll probably retire it.
No.
I can hear Johnny in the background.
I
can hear
know.
him. But I love it.
I do. It's in my drawer of sentiments, the ones that's like right next to me, my most used sentiments. It's in that drawer, so it's pretty special.
It is, but have you heard, Jamie? Every single craft along.
No, it's not true. No. What that craft along that she did on the kitchen collection didn't have it on. The kitchen collection didn't have it on, did it? No, it didn't.
No, I know. That's so funny. Didn't you?
Apparently they identified one of Debbie's cards from that die.
You see, they know me so well here.
Yeah.
They know me so well. Look, I can't help it. I have favourites. I just
Yeah,
love
we
that
all
one.
do.
And I only used it once on Saturday.
Once?
Once.
What were you doing?
On Saturday, that's all
What
I
were you
used it.
doing?
I know, get me.
Dear.
Now, I'm going to create an easel card. So this particular easel card is 10.5 inches by 4 1/4, and I've scored it at 2 3/4 and 5 1/4. And then I've made myself the full size of that card again. Because to make your easel card, you want, and I did at this particular point, because I'm just using this nesting die as a nice straightforward one. We're going to get into a more decorative feature on that second demo. But yes, so that is the same size. So that is at 5 1/4 by 4 1/4. And I'm just going to put my glue just onto that first part there where it's up to the fold line. And I'm just going to make sure I've put glue all the way along there. And then I'm just going to open that card up, match that up to, well, flush with the card base.
Yeah, lovely.
And it's creating that easel. Now, I've done my mats and layers already, so I've popped my mats and layers, and I have used the floral elegance, just stunning that card.
Oh, isn't it lovely?
I think I'm going to have the patterns at the front and the not so patterns, yeah, do it that way. Because I have got a little strip that's going to go and sit down there, ready for my nesting die to sit onto the top. So I'm going to pop that on with a bit of, we'll use wet glue this time, we'll switch it up and put some wet glue, just so I can wiggle it into place.
Oh, did you hear Jamie heckling in our ears then?
Is he heckling me? What's he heckling me over
He
now?
said, is the cap off? Yes, Jamie, the cap was off.
Jamie.
I know, best be careful, eh?
You can tell he's better.
Yeah.
You can tell he's better. He's back to his normal cheeky little self. And he didn't like it when he was poorly.
No, it wasn't good.
No, he was so quiet.
It's not like we know Jamie's
quiet.
poorly if he's quiet.
Yeah.
that's the best way to tell.
Yeah. There we go. So that's me mats and layers done. I'm just going to pop that into the centre though. So I think I'll use my tape pen for that. So let's come in and pop that down. And then we'll add our decorative nesting die feature. So just the nesting die on its own. So if I just pop that down, that looks about central, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks good to me.
And then I'm going to lift that off. So I'm going to put some foam pads just onto the back of there as well. So let's put a foam pad, or 2,
Or 3.
or 3,
Or maybe
or
even 4.
of course. I feel like I've retired my chunky glue.
Oh no, it's not like
I've used
you.
it for ages. I've got to get it back out.
See, I'm a foam pad girl. I rarely use the chunky glue. I'm more into my foam pads.
Yeah, you said you and Craig both are like that, aren't you, with your foam pads? You love foam pads. Now, I have got a couple of butterflies because I'm going to put some of those.
Oh,
I can't fake.
it won't leave. Oh,
There we go.
oh, it's flown away now. It's gone.
I've got my little flopper. I'm so delicate. I know I'm not. A delicate doesn't definitely. In fact, would you? My maiden name, which really should be my name now, is Subtle.
Oh,
Subtle. That's me all over, isn't it?
absolutely.
Have you heard it? Gave me a bit of sass. That's an
I
ironic
have,
name,
yeah,
Seth.
yeah.
That's an ironic name. Yes, that was my maiden name. So that's my flopper stopper popped in there, but I wanted to add a little bit of decorative element. So I've chosen and again, with that floral elegance, this is the lovely thing, and which is why we wanted to show you. And you'll probably notice I did take some of your beautiful inspiration from your craft along, because I just thought it does work really, really well with that. Have you heard those boys in our
I am. Do you know what? I'm just trying to tune them out.
I know. It's very hard sometimes, especially when they're giggling. And it's that Johnny's the ringmaster of it all.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
It leads them astray, you know. But yes, I want you to think about these in terms of a nesting die that will work with all of your other craft stash. Because yes, they'll work on their own, which is what I'm showing you here. And in a second, you'll see them work on their own. But you can bring them in. I'm doing a spin there.
Fly away card.
You can bring them in and use them with other things as well. So I'm just going to add and scatter, rather than gems this time, I'm going to scatter some of those lovely butterflies. Let me find my picky-uppy pencil.
Just
There
while
we go.
Debbie's finding a picky-uppy pencil, we have had a little question come in from Cindy Condy. She says, what paper is Debbie using? It's so pretty. It is, of course, the fabulous Sarah Signature Floral Elegance collection. So that's the mirror card, the florals, the pattern paper. It's an absolutely gorgeous range. I have to say, it's got to be one of my favourites, I think.
Yeah, you forget how gorgeous it is until you get back out again and use it, because it really is stunning. And then I'm just going to scatter a few down here as well. So all those little waste pieces, Lily, you can use then for decoration if you want. And I know you use them in your shaker cards.
Oh, yeah.
Because they make lovely little shaker pieces as well. But I'm using them to add that little extra bit of decoration to my card and also tie that in. And there we go. You've got yourself a lovely little easel card. But just using the nesting dies, just the nesting dies, along with some other elements in my crafty stash.
Oh, that is gorgeous, and it just goes to show how absolutely stunning those nesting dies are. The details are on your screen there. 42 dies in total across those fabulous 6 sets of dies, all those different shapes, for a Platinum Club price today of £36 or $44. Absolutely outstanding value for money. And like we were saying earlier, they're going to be those dies that you go back to time and time again, mixing in maybe previous papers, your decoupage topper pads, all those other items that you've already got in your crafty stash. This is just going to allow you to breathe new life into items that maybe you've not used for some time. Now, talking of new crafty stash, this is pretty exciting. If you didn't tune in at 12 p.m. Earlier today here on Crafters TV, we had a brand new launch, brand new to Crafters TV, of our fantastic Gilding Techniques Craft Club. And this is absolutely amazing. If you didn't catch that show, make sure you do watch back perhaps between the shows, so that you can actually have a little look at the amazing demos that Debbie brought to us as part of that masterclass. This is your 2-piece collection showstopper. So you are going to get your fabulous binder, and this will house your actual craft club itself. So you can see there you've got that lever arch. Of course, it's going to fit all of your craft clubs perfectly, but there's nothing from stopping you housing anything else within this binder if you so choose. And of course, it will fit this item in, but there might be a little bit more space, so perhaps you might be wanting to get future craft clubs that may very well be coming to the channel in future weeks. Now, I'm not going to open this one up entirely. We're going to keep it sort of nice and pristine with this one. But what your kit allows you to do is it allows you to do lots of different gilding techniques. You can see there you've got some inspiration on your little insert. Included in this collection, you're getting 146 pieces. You're getting your double-sided adhesive sheets. You're getting a set of stamps, a couple of stencils, 3 whole pots of gilding flakes in your gold, your silver and your copper. You're getting 24 pre-die cut hearts. You're getting black and white cardstock panels, 50 of those. You're getting your gilding flakes toolkit, which includes your ink pad, your glue and those fabulous sponges. Double-sided tape, 3 pieces of acetate, 20 different die cut sentiments. You're getting your glue pen, pot of iridescent glitter, your pattern paper. You're getting a full instruction sheet. Well, I say instruction sheet, but it's a full booklet with all those techniques step by step. And you're also getting 5 of your die cut leaves, enabling you to create all of these different techniques here that you see. But you are, alongside that booklet, you are getting the education in the form of video tutorials. When you open up your craft club, you will have a little card included that gives you a little link to the website where you can find all those fantastic tutorial videos with Craig. And of course, alongside that, you've got a full 1-hour masterclass earlier today, so you can actually check out all of Debbie's amazing demonstration as part of that show. Absolutely amazing value for money. But if you're thinking, do you know what, I want to get a crafty friend a present, or maybe you want to get a friend into crafting, if you're going for the showstopper, sling another of the craft club, but don't sling it, put it gently into your basket. Another of those craft clubs into your basket will then be half price when you are going for your showstopper. So an absolutely incredible opportunity to get somebody into crafting. £32 or $32 is your price for that whole collection, your craft club and the binder. Now, we have shared with you a lot in that segment, so we are going to give you just a few moments to check out your baskets, and we'll be back in just a few moments for even more inspiration and great deals, of course.
My day-to-day life is pretty busy in work. Literally, I get in the door, I check my polls, I then check what I've got to demo, I then get everything ready, and it's just busy, busy, busy from there. I have a meeting with the producer, the director, we get then sorted for the shows, talk to the presenter, and it depends what side I'm on. I mean, sometimes I'm doing the presenting side, sometimes I'm doing the demonstration side, and I love both. It's actually who I get to work with. That's, yeah, I can't say no more than that other than anybody that works here. We are a big family. We're so super friendly. I love Ben. I love it when we work together. And I don't mean that I don't love anyone else. It's the fact that Ben is the presenter and then I'm demonstrating and we just have this great rapport. Same with Craig, same with Deb, same with the whole team. So yeah, the best part of the day is just getting to work with the best people in the industry. Oh, a night out. In the morning. Oh, none. I only drink water. Oh, well, I'm cutting out sugar, so it's got to be savoury. Masterclass. Oh, I can't leave the house without my lipstick. Oh, I love a baked potato. I relax, so I literally drive home normally and then I relax.
When I'm working, it's quite busy because I have to get up really early to come into work if I'm going to be travelling from London. But otherwise, I'm quite lazy. I spend a lot of time in bed. Best part of my day is when we come in and I get to see everybody. I really enjoy being up here. It's really nice to see all my friends, and this is my happy place. I do like to see everyone, and also, of course, if Christina's in, I'm getting my breakfast from Christina before I start the day. Early riser without a doubt, never a night owl. I'm in bed at 9:30. Bath at night, shower in the morning. I'm very clean. Tea, the colour of He-Man. Both. I like pancakes with bacon and maple syrup. Craft along because there's always a softer side craft along. My phone, my life is my phone. Yeah, the phone and the dog, unless I'm coming up here and I can't bring the dog in. My favourite lunch isn't lunch. My favourite lunch is afternoon tea. That's what I'd like. Lots of selection of sandwiches, some scones, or scones, some cream and jam, and some little cakes. But I couldn't have it every day because I'd be the size of a house. Oh, that changes to the moment. My favourite song at the moment is Natasha Bedingfield, Unwritten. Or make myself a cup of tea and go and have a bath.
Hello and welcome back to Crafters TV. Welcome back to the final half an hour of our masterclass. A masterclass of 2 halves, if you like. On that first hour, we focused on that beautiful garden collection. And in this second hour, we're having a closer look at these absolutely exquisite decorative nesting dies. You are getting all 42 dies as part of this collection for £36 or $44. You're getting a real range of different shapes, different designs, and these are fantastic because they allow you to cut that detail into your cardstock and out of your cardstock, whether it's going to be that beautiful hexagon like we can see here. Perhaps you're going to be using that absolutely gorgeous heart like I did a couple of months ago on that craft along. Isn't that just absolutely beautiful? Then we've got that super funky star. That's going to be ideal, I think, for perhaps the younger generation, for congratulations cards as well. That's going to work a treat. We've got that lovely circle with all the little hearts, so they could even, stars, they could even be florals around the edge. You have got that one that Debbie used in her last demonstration, that one being your ovals, and you're also getting, as we call them, the squovals, that lovely rounded edge square. All 42 dies included there, 7 dies in each of the different 6 die sets as part of this collection for £36 or $44. Now, I know Debbie wants to squeeze in one last demo before the end of the show, so I'm looking forward to seeing what she's going to create.
Now, everybody knows I love a box.
Oh, yes.
I'm addicted to boxes, love box making. And these are going to be absolutely perfect for your box making, gift bag making, to be fair, any kind of decoration making, but again, creating some really stunning pieces with these fabulous dies. So don't just think of them as a nesting die, think of them as the decorative part to it as well. So I'm going to take you through the sizes that we're needing to make that box. There's lots of ways you can make boxes. Sometimes I break it down into panels, double panels, sometimes you can do triple panels. It depends cardstock wise and the size you're wanting to go to. But I'll start with the size of the box sides. So you need 2 pieces that would measure at 4.5 by 8.5. And then you're going to score them. So if you just see this is the same to do there, and I'll do that in a second. You're going to score them at 1/2 inch in on the left-hand side, right-hand side, whichever way, and then 1/2 inch at the bottom. And then on this piece, I've scored at 4.5 inches. So basically, when you break it down into sizes, it comes in at 4 inches. It's like a 4-inch side panel. So 2 of those pieces. Now, I have already decorated one, so we're going to decorate the second piece using the absolute favourite of this collection. There's no 2 ways around it. I love the stars.
They are
I
fabulous.
just think they're absolutely fabulous. So again, 7 pieces. The same way that we've talked about for your nesting part is where you're going to get 3 nesting dies. So if I just put those there for a second. Now this one's got a really tiny one in there as well. So you've got 3 nesting dies and then your decorative elements, and you can see all of those onto there. And every one of them allow you to create some really fun pieces, which is actually what we're going to do with this. So we're going to have a little bit of fun using these pieces scattered around. And I absolutely love making them like this. This is for me, Lily, why I absolutely adore them. Of the fun element of creating your backgrounds. Now, when I did the launch, I think I made something similar. Not quite the same, but you can always go back, and that's what I love about Hosea. We give you the ability to go back and watch the shows. Now, I think we've already had a craft along with this as well.
Yeah, there was my craft along.
Of course it was.
Yeah.
Have we not had a second one with this?
I think we've only done one.
Have we?
Yeah, I think so. Might be wrong, but I think so.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought we'd done 2, Lily.
Who knows?
Because it was a little bit, what's that word? Discombobulated.
Discombobulated. Yeah, that's the one.
Because we'd done it on a pre-record, haven't we, the craft along?
We did it before the launch, didn't we? I
did.
think.
Which
Yes,
threw me
yeah.
completely
Yeah.
threw me.
That was funny, that wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, I've just used it with without the magnetic shim part to it. And the only reason being, I suppose it depends on the cardstock that you're using. But I can get away with that because obviously that's just imprinting that lovely star pattern. The same with that one. These pieces will pop out now, so I'm just going to do it. And that way I've not marked my cardstock. We had a lovely lady win a Gemini 2 on Saturday.
Oh, wow.
Just by simply coming along to the demo and buying something on the day. She was absolutely tickled pink. Oh,
I can imagine.
lovely.
Blooming out. That is a bit
I
exciting,
know,
isn't it?
coming
Wow.
to watch a demo, bless her. And she was disappointed she couldn't come and watch it all because her husband was dragging her off to York.
Oh.
But we rang her up at the end of the day because we pulled a name out of the many raffles. We put them on a little raffle ticket, and we rang her up, and all the ladies that had stayed with me all the day, we cheered and clapped, and she got quite emotional, bless her. She said she never wins anything, and I thought, isn't that lovely?
That's exciting, isn't it? Gemini 2. Talk about a prize.
Just for coming along to the demo day. I think, stuff like that.
Exciting.
I wanted to participate myself,
I
but
know. Well,
I
talking of
can't.
amazing prizes, you're going to have to make sure you tune in at 5 p.m. here, UK time, because, oh my goodness me, we have got an amazing prize for anybody who, all you have to do is you have to leave a comment on Facebook or YouTube. I might try it myself, see if I win. I think I might be excluded, but I might give it a go. All you need to do is leave a comment throughout the show, the hour show at 5 p.m. and one lucky person, they're going to win £100 or $100 voucher to spend on the Crafters Companion website. If that's not a stonker prize, I don't know what it is, quite frankly. That's going to be amazing. One lucky winner is going to be picked at that 5 p.m. show.
Honestly amazing.
I know, incredible,
That's
isn't
really
it?
good. And we're only on for an hour, so you
Gotta
need
get
to
in
tell
quick.
everybody who wants to join in and get that chance to win £100 to come spend on. Oh, my life.
I know. What would be the first thing you bought? Oh, I wonder.
Paper pads.
Oh, well, yeah, of
It's
course.
the paper pads to me. It
Goes
would.
without saying, doesn't it?
Right. Now, I've done my 2 pieces. Obviously, I've pre-done one, so we've got the secondary piece there. Now, I'm going to add a little bit of glitter cardstock to the back of mine, just to give it a little bit of a hint of something quite
Ooh,
fabulous.
yeah.
However, before we do, we've got the other dies to create the nesting part. So, you've already seen me do a couple, and I used, on this particular part, I used the dancing dragonflies.
Oh, that's a funny
papers.
coincidence, isn't it?
Yes, well, it's almost like we planned it. It's almost like we planned it. Again, just use it. I'll just do it one this time. We'll just cut out one. I'm going to use the 2 pieces together, like so. There we go, pop that down. And yeah, we'll do a small one as well. Let's
Why
do
not?
a smaller one while we're at it. Get the most out of his cardstock there. And
I
then
think
I'll
that
put
shows the
down.
beauty of, we quite often talk about the B side of your paper pads, and it's that more subtle design. You've got
Yeah.
less print to it. And it just goes to show that how useful it is. If you would have used the A side, it probably would have sort of taken away from that lovely cut-in detail.
Too busy. I mean, because if you look at this one here, there's lots of things going off in there, and to cut something like that into that, it wouldn't quite work. It's to take away there. That's a good description, Jamie. It's to get lost. I actually thought Johnny said that, and I thought, wow, Johnny coming up with those ideas then.
Johnny's been here a lot longer than you, Jamie.
He has. You know what? I bet he's full of good crafting tips because he's been doing it for such a long time.
Certainly has. He's
And
watched
did
a
it.
lot of craft.
He actually did it way before coming here as
He
well.
did, he certainly did,
In
yeah.
his previous life. I know, bless him. How long, Johnny?
18 years,
18
good
years
grief.
in shopping TV. Wow.
Nearly as long as both Jamie and me have been alive.
I know.
Oh dear.
Don't they know? Oh my God, yeah. Don't they know how to make you feel old, Johnny? In an instant.
Oh dear.
Yeah, there were no such thing as machines back then.
Oh, good grief,
And
no.
dyes were, what were they? I mean, they weren't even there, were they? It were craft knives and rulers and
Peel-offs.
peel-offs.
Oh, blooming
My
heck.
life, I remember peel-offs.
Oh dear, I know.
Do you know there's still people that sell peel-offs?
There is, yeah.
And they're still popular, you know.
They are.
Yeah.
I have to say they're not for me, but you know, some people love them, each to their own.
I did used to use it, you know. I had, in fact, I've probably still got them if I dig deep enough into the depths of my cupboards that I haven't touched yet. I bet you any money I've got loads of them still around.
And all
Absolutely.
all your wooden stamps, all your stamps on them great big blocks that took up absolutely tons of space, and they were almost impossible to stamp with. And if you'd messed it up, that was it.
Oh, when you think how far crafting has come along.
Oh, it certainly has. Yeah.
Oh, do you remember the smelly glues, Johnny?
gosh.
Yeah. They were smelly. Now you're probably thinking, Debbie, that doesn't fit. Well, it's
No,
not meant
not
to,
quite.
because we're trimming it. We're going to trim that off and just use it as a decorative feature. So if I just trim that down, and the same this side.
I love that effect when you leave things to go slightly over the edge and you trim them off. I think it just makes it look a bit more natural, doesn't it?
It
Looks
does,
lovely.
yeah, absolutely. And I'm going to do the same. I'm going to put a few of these on. I've got a bit of time, haven't I?
Yeah,
I'm
you've got-
okay. That's it. I deliberately left a bit more time for this one because I knew it was going to be a little bit more in depth. So again, just make sure I've got that little bit right. Should I put one up here? Let's
Yeah.
go there.
I love them all at the quirky angles. I think that's super cool, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. So I'm going to think I'll come a little bit one. Yeah, we'll come down there as well. So
Oh, exciting. Teresa Campbell's just said she just received her nesting dies last week and she can't wait to use them. Well, hopefully this is going to give you lots of inspiration of what you can create with those fabulous nesting dies.
oh, yeah, honestly, I think it's why I love them so much, because there's so many different ways that you can use these. Let me grab my bigger scissors, be quicker that way. Just so many different ways.
Certainly
And I
is.
think that's what makes these real good fun. They're not a one-trick pony, as you've heard me say many a
Absolutely
time.
not.
They're not the one-trick pony.
Absolutely not.
I like, and again, I think I'll just,
Oh,
do a
that's
little bit
nice.
there.
Yeah. I think especially when you've been crafting for many years and you've got tons and tons of crafty goodies, you sort of get to the point you're like, right, I've got a lot of stuff. I can't be buying things that are only going to give me one sort of option. They're only going to give me one sort of card style, one sort of technique. You need that variety.
You do.
Everything's got to sort of earn its place in your crafty stash, I always think. And if you've got lots of different options, then
It's a
of
good way
course
of
going to do
describing that, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Definitely.
Absolutely. I'm not going to waste that, so I'm going to use that there.
Oh, good
Just
tip.
have it on a different angle. And let's come in and snip that bit off as well. And then we'll put his box together in a second. Let me just, there you go, trim you down. Try not to trim too close to me panels, because I could end up snipping that off. And I go, oh, I don't want that. So Debbie, get your eyes working, get them eyes working, girl. That'll do. Although I've realised I've not put any glue there.
Uh-oh. Might need a bit of that.
No, Jamie's there. He's like, I didn't want to say
Oh,
that.
I bet he didn't notice,
put any
really.
glue down there. And I know I only glued the bottom bit, didn't I? I didn't do that bit. What a silly
well.
Billy.
Oh, well.
It's fine. It happens to us all.
It certainly does.
All.
Oh, Zoe Carver's saying she's still got outline stickers and wooden stamps in the cupboard. I think a lot of us still have. I think we don't throw them away, do we?
No,
We
don't
do
throw
not
anything
throw 'em
away.
Oh, yeah, Jamie, there will be stamps older than you, for certain, definitely. Yeah, I mean, Debbie's probably got some herself.
Dear.
Especially, I think wooden stamps now, they're a bit more of like a collector's item, aren't they? So you don't want to throw them out.
No,
So you just keep 'em
definitely
all.
not. Definitely
Keep them
not.
all.
You don't want to throw anything away. That's a problem, isn't it? We're talking to the ladies at the demonstration on Saturday. They're all saying they've got craft rooms that resembled, and me laugh when they said it, but craft shops.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Yeah,
I
me
get
too.
it. I get it. I completely get it.
My whole house is like it, not just one room, blooming heck.
Is yours a 3-bedroom or a 2-bedroom?
It's 3,
And you've got 2 craft rooms.
2
haven't you?
craft rooms, and I do also have some in my living room as well.
No!
And me under the stairs cupboard is just full of sort of the stuff that I don't really use anymore. So there could be all sorts in there. There could be peel-offs, there could be wooden stamps. It's all in there.
I'm glad I'm not the only one, Lily.
Yeah.
Do you know what I said to him? It's like, it's really nice to know that we're like-minded people.
Absolutely.
That, you know, we're all the same. That's the thing. We're all the same.
Yeah, I always say strength in numbers. Strength in numbers. Oh dear.
Right, I'm just going to add one more because I don't like waste. So I'm going to add some of these pieces just randomly around. Of course we can. And then we'll put his box together. So I've done all my decoration part, as you can see now. So if I just move all those pieces, let's save you for another time. Let's get you in the bin. I've actually used your star and just decorated, using some of that gold, because I am going to put some gold, like I said, round the back of these pieces to make that come through. You don't have to if you don't want to. You can keep it as it is, but I think I might do that after.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna put it together first. Oh, Debbie, you didn't think of that one, did you? Right, hang on a minute.
Oh.
You're coming off.
Easy
Now
enough.
then, didn't think of that, did I? However, do you know what? It's not really going to matter too much.
Oh.
Did I do what? Well, to be fair, Jamie, when you've got this box, it doesn't necessarily have to flow all the way around.
No.
So it's okay. It's fine.
We find once it's folded, it's just when we're looking at it flat, it don't look the same.
Exactly. Exactly. And I'm just going to put some down there as well, because I have got a 4x4 base to stick on there. But I'm just going to match those up. So I'm not going to worry that it doesn't flow through. It's fine. Absolutely fine. I'll just make sure I've got those bits there together there perfectly. And then the same with that one. In fact, while I've got that laid out, I'll put my glue on these as well. So pop them all onto me flaps, pop those down, pop another one just down that side, and then bring that in together. And lay that flat, and then when I'm happy with where that's positioned, how many minutes was that, Jamie? Oh, plenty. I've got plenty. There we go. And then just seal that. Now I'm just going to square that off and bring these down, because I have got a 4x4 base. So to make sure I've got quite a nice bit of glue, I'm just going to go around the edges of that as well.
Okay. Great tip, great idea coming in from Rosalind. She's saying cut out some red stripes and the box would look patriotic. That'd be great for your 4th of July, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe you're having a party for 4th of July and these are going to be little favours on the table. That will look fabulous. Great idea.
Absolutely. That's what I love about this star die though. I think it's just glorious. It
Isn't
really
it
is.
just?
So I'm happy with where that square's off. So I'm going to just pop that down onto there. Now the lid is 5 1/8.
Oh, get your teeth in, Debbie, come on.
5 1/8 by 5 1/8. Scored with the 1/2 inch round as well. And I've just done the same just there onto those 2 corners. So I'm just going to stick that together using our tape pen. You can of course use wet glues for for your construction, like your tacky glue or red liner tape. So I'm just going to come in and get my lid popped together. Now I didn't go too deep in depth with this because it could distract away from the patterns that I've cut into. So
Okay.
I'm not going to do that. So what I am going to do is decorate the top. So I have now gone with the nesting. So you've seen me cut it out in the other one, and I've just mounted that onto some foam pads. And that's going to sit on the front like so, and then use the nesting dies again to sit within each other. And pop that into there.
I do think it makes a big difference using your foam pads between the layers, doesn't it work nice? Makes it pop.
And it almost gives it like a natural shadow as well, like a bit of depth and dimension to it. I've got to come in and I've got to add those just underneath both sides as well.
Oh, cute.
Like so. And then I have lost my ribbon, but it doesn't matter because I'm going to pop the box lid onto the top. And then I'm just going to add my little star. And I think I will pop that onto some foam pads. Where's your foam pads, Debbie? Gone. There we go. Let's pop a couple of foam pads. And we'll add that in to one of the box sides. And it doesn't really matter where it goes on the box side.
I'm loving this. 2 really quite different demonstrations, I'd say, with these nesting dies, but both equally gorgeous, showing you different techniques you can use with these fabulous dies. Look at that.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Now, the only thing I haven't got is me, I don't know what I've done with it, my fabulous, I did have a little ribbon for the top, but it doesn't matter, because that's the kind of thing that you can be creating with your decorative nesting dies. And like you said, Lily, 2 very different demonstrations, but showing you just how blooming versatile these really are and how fabulous they are. And once you use them, once you get using them and playing with them, you're going to just really understand why we love them just as much here. I'm not the only one that loves them. I'm not the only one that said they're their favourite nesting dies so far at Crafters Companion, because they really are. They offer you so much more than just a nesting die. You've got all that lovely decorative feature. So I hope you've taken a little bit of inspiration from the couple of demos that I've done. Share your makes, tag me and Lillian, because I love seeing what other people have done with these. So definitely share your makes across the social pages and tag us in them.
Absolutely, wow, fabulous demonstration, Debbie there. 2 amazing demos with those gorgeous decorative nesting dies, and you guys at home are absolutely loving these demos as well. Lois is saying, I love it when Debbie makes a box. I have to say, she's the queen of lantern boxes, that is for certain. We've got Mary Pat 1000s in saying, good morning everyone. Daphne says, I love a variety die set, so all nesting die shapes I have. I hate to spend my money on a one-trick pony. And so many comments saying everybody is loving the box that Debbie has just created. And if you want to create something similar, you're going to need to get your hands on our fabulous collection of decorative nesting dies. You're getting all 42 dies here for a Platinum Club price today of £36 or $44. You're getting fabulous 6 different die sets with 7 dies in each. First up is that Squoval design. You've got those outer dies, those cutting dies. Use them together, use them separately, like Debbie has so beautifully demonstrated across those 2 different projects. You've got your gorgeous ovals with that lovely butterfly design all around the edge. You have got your circle with, it could either be a flower, it could be a star, cutting detail around the perimeter. You've got that absolutely outstanding star that we've just seen in that last demonstration with Debbie. We've got what has to be my personal favourite, that lovely love heart design. And you've also got your hexagon, which of course is going to work perfectly with that honeysuckle or with that Be Useful collection. All 6 die sets there with 7 dies in total, giving you 40 dies across that full collection. Incredible price on those for £36 or $44. Now, just before the end of the show, I'm going to have to quickly squeeze this one in because this has been so super popular. It's been flying out the door all day here on Crafters TV. So one final look at our absolutely incredible value embossing and stenciling mystery bag. You're getting an absolutely ton of crafty goodies in here for £24 or $32, and this is exactly what you're going to get home when you go for this fabulous, we call it a mystery bag. It's not so much of a mystery, but one thing is for sure, it is outstanding value for money. First up, we've got a set of our Christmas stencils, getting 3 separate stencils in there, the large background stencil, your border and your icon as well. More stencils this time in the form of that lovely rectangular design, 3 separate designs there as part of our stylish trio. Also in that same range, we've got our decorative trio, 3 stencils once again, and of course with all these stencils you can add your inks, it could be spritzers, it could be embossing them through your die cutting machine, you could be adding your glitter paste, your texture paste, so much versatility with any stencil in your crafty stash. Then from our cosmic collection, we've got our moon and stars embossing folder and matching die, absolutely gorgeous design with that one. Same sort of idea with this one, you have got your embossing folder with that matching die, and also that one it is 3D, so it's going to give you incredible depth to all that embossed area. You've also got another 3D embossing folder, this time part of that Mediterranean Dreams collection, that being your absolutely outstanding decorative tiles, such a versatile embossing folder with that one. As part of our All Hallows Eve collection, that absolutely super cool embossing folder with your matching stencils. Those stencils enable you to pick out detail in different colours within that embossing folder, so it's going to look super funky. And then this time we are bringing to you a matching embossing folder with the die, that die being built into that design already, allowing you not only to emboss that outer design but also cut in that heart aperture in the centre. From one of me and Debbie's favourite collections, our Sarah Signature Wild at Heart. You've got that beautiful 3D embossing folder, 5.5 inches square with that one, so it allows you to create the most fabulous backgrounds for any of your creations. Part of the illustrated embossing folders range is our garden roses. We all love a rose, very versatile flower. You can do them in lots of different colours, so change up the colourway, change up the way that you're colouring that. Maybe it's going to be inks, maybe it's going to be your gilding paste, your different pens with that one is going to look absolutely outstanding. And then finally you have, as part of your Kingfisher collection, you have got your layering stencils here. Layer them up in different colours of inks, maybe even bringing in some of your paste, and you can start to build up that beautiful floral branch design. Absolutely stunning, absolutely incredible value for money. I'm not being funny, but look at the amount you're getting here. £24 or $32 for stencils. You're getting embossing folders in here, you're even getting matching embossing folders with dies, so much. Imagine if you've got a craft group where you're splitting this between all your crafty friends and you're giving them each a different set. Outstanding value for money, absolutely incredible. Even if you've already got a couple of those items already, the value that you're getting on that mystery bag is worth going it for that value alone. £24 or $32 for that full collection of your fantastic stencils and your embossing folders. Now, absolutely fantastic masterclass from our Debbie. I've learned so much about our garden collection, about our fantastic decorative nesting dies, but the fun does not stop there. We have got one final show this evening coming your way here on Crafters TV, and it's an exciting one, I've got to say. Coming up at 5 p.m. here in the UK, it's our countdown to launch, and it is very exciting. You guys will probably know at home, me and Debbie, we struggle with keeping a secret. Whenever we know about the goodies that are coming up in the coming months, the coming weeks, we struggle not to tell anyone. So this show is going to be perfect for us because we can tell everyone. We can tell you guys at home about all the launches that we've got coming up throughout the month of June. So do make sure you join us here, 5 p.m. UK time. Not only are you going to see the amazing goodies that are coming up, but also one lucky viewer. All you've got to do is comment either on Facebook or YouTube, and one person is going to be pulled out that draw, and you're going to win a £100 or $100 voucher to spend over on our Crafters Companion website. So perfect, allowing you to snap up those fantastic new launches that we've got coming throughout June, or anything you choose to spend that incredible voucher on. 5 p.m. here, UK time, it's going to be that countdown to launch. Thank you to Debbie for this show. It's been a fantastic, inspirational show as always. Thank you to Jan on the socials. Thank you to Johnny and Jamie in my ear as well. Do make sure you come back ready in an hour, ready and raring to go. It's going to be an hour all about our brand new launches that are coming up throughout June. So I really hope you can join us for that. In the meantime, take care, happy crafting. Goodbye.